Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Nordschleifer. I'm in the latest 911 GT3, checking out Iracing and sharing some thoughts. I forgot how good it felt to just drive. Not worried about a lap time, not worried about settings. Just load up a favorite track, a good car, and drive. For me, it brings a sense of clarity, promotes ideas, and more importantly, it keeps the cheese on my cracker. It's the biggest reason I started this hobby and built this rig, but more on that later. Given my professional background, I'm not sure why I waited this long. Other games have been fun, but I always felt something was off or they were a little too gamey. Whether it was a car behavior thing or camera settings, it just never seemed to really click, or it was just me. Well, until I spent more time with Iracing. To me, it feels more like an actual simulator. The braking is by far more convincing. Many other games seem to reward braking heavier with less focus on trail braking. Also, the weight transfer when starting to brake or lift off feels more natural. The relationship between braking and steering input also feels more connected. As you operate both controls, they seem to work more in unison. Throttle is also important, but most people don't talk about it. With a linear setup on my sprints, it does feel natural. Out of corner acceleration feels more connected to the car, and the animation on screen, especially during out of corner acceleration. Force feedback communicates very well. Using a basic profile on my semi-cube that I use for testing, I can feel more of the initial turn-in flex as I turn the wheel. To me, this is one of the most important traits of force feedback. After turn-in, it does seem to reward coasting and more precise wheel inputs though, the whole smooth is fast motto. By nature, I am a more aggressive driver. I like to turn in aggressive, shift the weight quick, so I can make my way towards the apex and start to throttle out. This is something I can deal with and I'll adapt. It's an old habit from motocross. But it does feel good when you can hustle the car a little bit more around a corner. Unloading the tire over elevation changes is quite natural, and the many years of development Iracing has spent on their product is very evident. The biggest reason I made this change was for FOV and camera settings. With other games, I've had issues with my rig and creating a realistic point of view. I'll cover more of that in the FOV video coming later. For now, the Iracing adjustments for camera and FOV are by far the best I've used. Another thing is the animation. The way the car moves and how the world moves is much more natural to my eyes. Sure, the graphics seem a little dated or dry. I think they are working on that. Using the NVIDIA filter, if you have it, you can add some eye candy and some adjustments. So yeah, I think Iracing is a winner, and I'm going to stick with it. I do wish they embraced some of the older vintage stuff, or maybe Group C, but it's alright, I can do that in AMS too. This is my 13th video on my little channel, and I want to thank everyone for their support, whether you subscribe, comment, or take something away from what I publish. If you watch Behind the Rig, you probably know I was a racer. I'm horribly OCD, I have a panic disorder. Now I sim race because I can't in real life, blah blah blah. What many think is just a game is much more to others. This rig, all this gear, this channel, or better yet, this little world that I've built within a world is about doing something healthy. I plan on doing more POV mixed with commentary like this. I think it's a good format to discuss things and much easier than talking on camera. It's not that I'm shy. Like racing, there was a time when I could do it. But anxiety also affects my speech. It causes way too many pauses, or I lose a word or a train of thought. And the videos, frankly, would be a jump cut mess, and I don't want to put you through that. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, which will be about building new immersion pieces, my name is Kevin. I am excited. And don't forget to just drive.